Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. You know, there used to be a time in life when Tetris was the biggest thing that had ever existed in gaming. To be more specific, even my grandmother played Tetris. That's how popular the game was. Originally, Tetris was marketed as a portable play-and-go system for rich businessmen on the original Game Boy. This marketing scheme did work out pretty well, but apparently the game caught on with many other people. Not only people caught on to the trend of Tetris, but companies as well. So I bring to you the Radica plug-and-play TV Tetris system. What is it, and how does it work? Well, it's just what you see right here. Two controllers. One, the primary source, being very, very heavy compared to the other one, which is extremely, extremely light. More than likely, this one just has a controller board in it that allows the second player to play. And to be perfectly frank, you really don't need two players to play it all the time either. So, unfortunately, this cord here is kind of stuck in there, so you can't really just say, screw the two players, I'm going to play by myself because I'm antisocial. So let's go ahead and take a looky at this controller design. It is a magnificent achievement in controller design, to say the least. I mean, just look. It's awesome. Awesome. So what we have here is a Tetris controller that looks kind of like a Tetris screen of sorts. You know, I'm not really sure. The controller itself really looks cool, but aesthetically speaking, that's all it has going for it. Let me explain in depth. This block here is your actual joypad. That's right. Let's compare this to an Xbox 360 controller, shall we? So we have our joypad right here, or maybe our D-pad, right? You can play Tetris on the Xbox 360. Works out pretty well. This does not look like either one of these, even remotely. It's a block. So how does it work? Well, there are simple instructions on the controller. You can kind of see the little arrow right there, and you can see up top it says rotate. Whenever you want to rotate a block, you just do that or that, and it rotates it the corresponding way. Whenever you want to move the block, you either press this, or this, or this, and it moves the corresponding direction. Holding this block will make it fly across the screen. Same with each and every direction. That's how the controller works. Are you looking for a start button, a select button? That would have been awesome. At least just another button to select the game mode, because I always have a tough time actually pressing the game mode in and not just pressing something else. I'm not sure if that's just because I picked this up secondhand at a Goodwill for $3, but nevertheless, it works perfectly and allows me to play Tetris games. Though, the fact that I can't select the game mode easily does deter me a little bit. So let's take a little bit of closer look at this controller. As you can see up top here, and on the sides you can see there's little blocks making it look like a Tetris controller. This is really cool, and you know, well and good, but it's just really kind of hard to hold, honestly. Aesthetically speaking, it just looks beautiful, and that's about all it has going for it. On the top of each controller, it tells you what game you're playing. Tetris! Just in case that big blocky controller kind of threw you for a loop. Hey man, what am I playing? Oh, that's right, Tetris. Up here you see a light. Whenever the game's on, the light comes on. Hey! When it's off, it's off. That's the input for the secondary controller, so you can play single player without having a secondary controller. Why? I really don't know why you wouldn't want a second player, but at some points in times you just don't have a second player. The cord is exceptionally long, going from the second player to the first player, so you definitely have plenty of room between each other, and you're not going to be standing on each other like the Atari Play at Home console, which is a real shame. It does come with 2 AC adapters, and they plug into your TV. Not AC adapters, composite adapters. Pretty simple, yellow and white. Almost every single TV, VCR, DVD player has one. So let's take a look at the games, and I'll join you guys back here in a moment with a crude camera shot of the games, because if you didn't know any better, this game system is so low in frequency, it can't be picked up by a capture card, which is another downfall to this game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the game modes with the camera pointed to my TV. Stay tuned, we'll be back. Alright, and we're back. So I'll just go ahead and show you a basic little video here. Can't exactly fill the frame, but yeah. So this is Tetris with a very tiny variation of 3D animation in the beginning there. Let's pick one player. Come on, man. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's just so hard to pick. So we have standard tennis, garbage tennis, time Tetris, hotline Tetris, and of course back. So let's go ahead and pick standard Tetris. And we want to select, how about level 5? Because we're champs like that. So this is how it works. And you can see it's very, very basic. And you can see that it would be pretty much the same thing if you were playing 2 players. It's really, really nice, except for advanced TVs who have dim protection on it. Like my 52-inch TV, this is my recording TV, and it seems to not have a problem with color correction or dimming the TV while I'm playing a game. But my 52-inch TV has a serious problem with it, to the point where it dims it every 5 seconds because it doesn't see the signal coming into it. Which again is a frequency problem with newer devices. So do be very aware of that if you have very new TVs and you don't have old TVs and you want to relive your Tetris memories with this device. Now this device is found fairly cheaply across the world. It's not like you have to travel to Soviet Russia, the old country, to get this device, but it definitely does warrant a little bit of searching. A quick search on eBay, you'll find it, and of course Google and Amazon, but it's probably not going to be available in your local vendor and pawnbroker and things like that. I just happened to stumble upon the game myself, which is lucky for me. So if you're curious on what version of Tetris this is more akin, if anything else, to the very original Tetris that came out on the PCs way, way back in the 1980s. This is not the Nintendo remake for Game Boy. This is not the portable version that has been issued out a lot. This is not the Xbox version. This comes with several different modes, but you can see the graphics are very similar to the original computer version, which is really cool for those who don't have a DOS computer or don't have DOSBox or just don't like to fiddle with stuff like that. Or if you're like me and you have a solid-state disk drive that's only 60 gigabytes big and you don't like to mess with the rooming and the spacing of that, then you probably are satisfied with this game because it allows you to live out your great Tetris memories without screwing up. And just as I said screwing up, I screwed up. That's awesome. So guys, this is the Tetris plug and play from Radica. I wish I could give you a much more formal name, but really with these TV plug and play systems, this is about what you get, and this is the tech support. And even though that this one is a little bit more advanced than the other ones, it's still just a plug and play system. So do realize what you're purchasing when you are getting into this game. So don't be surprised when you pick it up and it's kind of cheap feeling, plasticky, and things of that nature. This isn't an Xbox 360, and it's not to be expected that it is. So guys, I'm Protomario, and I'm signing out, and thanks for watching. And remember guys, if you enjoyed that video, please click the like button, favorite if you want to, and click the link down below in the description to donate to Gameovision. We are supported primarily through your donations. So have a heart and donate today to keep the lights on for us.